India is a South Asian country that holds the second highest population in the world and is surrounded by the Indian Ocean, Arabian Sea, and 5 other countries in the area, including Pakistan. While it had a booming economic power in the 90s, some issue it's faced includes widespread poverty, public health coverage that isn't good enough, and constant threats of terrorism. They also have the 3rd biggest army in the world. There are also some interesting laws that are still in the India Penal Code today. Here are 10 weird and shocking laws in India. 1. Pimping is illegal, but prostitution is not. The country seems to be filled with strange laws that make one wonder if they're real or just a joke. This law states that pimping is illegal, but prostitution is not allowed. In prostitution, the activity can be carried out privately, and those involved in prostitution cannot request their customers publicly. This is surprising in that prostitution is real, but other activities like pimping, brothels and prostitution rings are unlawful in the country. 2. Weird inspector rules. You got the words right. Given that a person's teeth might determine their career, that law in India is both strange and intriguing. In a toothy tale, this law specifies that having healthy teeth is a requirement in addition to passing the other physical exams required to become an Andhra Pradesh motor vehicle inspector. Everyone applying for this position should begin their dental hygiene routine. 3. Suicide is legal, but an attempt is not. India does not allow attempted suicide, but suicide is illegal. This tells the citizens that they can commit murder, but they have to be successful, and that if they do not succeed, they face imprisonment. This is weird in that both cases should be classified as one because they are no way suicide is allowed, while attempted suicide is illegal. 4. Legal drinking age is 25. The legal age in India is 25 years old, and this age is reconsidered if the person is not deemed mature enough to drink. This is strange, because the country allows someone to get married just after they turn 18 years old, but do not allow them to have an alcoholic drink until they turn 25. 5. Nearly no one can fight with knives. Indian soldiers are almost universally banned from using knives in combat, with the exception of troops specifically from Nagaland. 6. It is illegal to possess or sell chewing gum in Maharashtra. Chewing gum is banned in Maharashtra, India, both for personal use and for sale. The law was implemented in an effort to maintain public areas in a clean state and stop people from smearing gum on walls, pavements, and other surfaces. Despite the fact that this may appear like an extreme approach, the state's chewing gum litter has decreased as a result of it. 7. The Treasure Trove Act. The Treasure Trove Act is a policy that was enacted in 1878 that states that when a treasure found by a person is valued at more than 10 rupees, then they must inform the collector as soon as possible. If one fails to report the findings, then they are punishable by law because all findings that are found belong to the government. This law is a strange one in that one expects that when a person gets their treasure, it will be theirs as they are the ones who found it, but India feels otherwise, and thus the Treasure Trove Act of 1878. 8. Same-sex discrimination. There's a law in place that states homosexual intercourse is not permitted in India. Due to recent backlash of such rules, India is in the process of removing this section in their penal code. India is behind the times because same-sex marriages are still not recognized as legal across the board in the country. The government's and the general public's attitudes about homosexual relationships have improved over time. 9. Ongoing internet censorship. The government does its best to continually block pornographic content, but there is no exactly to follow when it comes to what should and shouldn't be viewed by the population. 10. One must obtain a permit before flying a kite. Kids enjoy flying kites, and even adults have fond memories of flying the kites. However, this activity is prohibited in India if one does not possess a permit for flying a kite. This is according to the Indian aircraft laws that state that flying a kite without a permit is a criminal offense. It is not every day that one hears that someone can be jailed for just flying a kite, and thus make it a strange law that does not have merit.